All right. So in a way, this is a kind of continuation of "Death is Beautiful," but I posted on my story for my birthday a quote that I thought of that I wanted to put as my senior quote, but I didn't think of it in time. Um, you can't read that. With death comes rebirth. With rebirth, opportunity. So do not fear death, rather embrace it. And it's kind of like it's similar to the quote where like they say once you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. But it's kind of nuanced in a way. Um, Mind you, not telling people to kill themselves. It's not the message here. Um, Basically, it is basically hit rock bottom. So hit rock bottom on purpose, fail on purpose, if you will. Once you reach failure, there's a rebirth to it. For example, when I'm running at least, or when I'm exercising in general, you have to warm up your body. Some people do stretches, some people do like, you know what I mean, a couple of reps to get their body in the mood. At least when I was running, especially on my birthday, I ran on my birthday. Um, I was running and I realized that like, okay, I ran like a mile maybe. Um, when I say run, I mean like it's more like a jog, but I ran like maybe a mile, a little more, a little less, and I felt absolutely gassed, right? I feel like because I haven't ran in a while, um, and I used to do distance, not officially, but like I run distance sometimes, and I was like, yo, I'm gassed. I haven't ran in so long. X Y Z. I'm cooked, but I vote. I voted in the group chat, and I had to do like 10 miles or something crazy. So I was like, I only ran a mile. I'm not sure if I could do 10, but we're gonna do 10. And then I ran some more. And then after I ran some more, I was gassed again. Maybe I ran like a quarter or like an extra zero point 0.2 mile, right? I was gassed again. And then I ran more and I was gassed. It was basically keep on going up and down, right? But over time, I got more and more distance. And then my body finally realized, yo, this guy's not going to stop running. And then I unlocked basically Nirvana, if that makes sense. Like, my body accepted the fact that I'm not going to rest, so let's pump all his energy into running. You know what I mean? Let's pump all his energy into running. And at that point, I could jog, jog infinitely, if that makes sense. I call it an infinite stamina money glitch because it's kind of hilarious. You know what I mean? Your body gets used to the fact that you're gonna be running, and and after running on and off, that's why when you're running, like after you finish running or after you finish exercise, you feel good. You feel like you could conquer the world sometimes because your body realized that you're not going to give up after doing just a mile or after doing just a couple of reps. It realizes that you're going to keep on going. Hence, it gives you the resources to keep on going. You know what I mean? Your body realizes that you're not going to stop, so it gives you resources so you could do what you need to do. I believe this is a survival mechanism, at least. Um, that it realizes that you're going to have to keep on running and that you're trying to push yourself. Hence, it makes you push yourself. Like it gives you the resources to push yourself. It kind of rations out your resources in case you need to do other things. But then it realizes that you're only doing one thing, and it's gonna put all your the resources into that one thing. If that makes sense. And after the end of the run, I went After the end of the run, I sat down, and my knees were cooked. My knees felt cooked. You know what I mean? I had pain in my knees, so I had to stretch out my knees. Um, And then after stretching out my knees, the body realized, okay, job's over. We could stop being crackheadish. You know what I mean? We could now put our energy into recovery. But coming back to the quote, with death comes rebirth. This is all a mindset, you know what I mean? You're going to hit rock bottom, right? With death is rock bottom. You're going to hit rock bottom. And with rock bottom comes the ability for a different mindset, if that makes sense. A different opportunity that you wouldn't have seen if you never hit rock bottom. If you applied to 10 jobs and one of them accepted you, you're like, yo, getting a job is easy. If you applied to 100 jobs, right, none of them accepted you, you've hit rock bottom. Now, what are you going to do to get money nonetheless? You're going to start maybe pawning things off, selling things, or potentially buying things and selling them for a profit. You're going to start flipping things. You're going to start making different alternatives to getting money since those jobs didn't accept you. Some people decide to deal drugs. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they're doing a different route. They have found the opportunity from their death. You know what I mean? Their rebirth has different routes. You know what I mean? Think of it as you die IRL and you're reborn and you get to pick what race of baby you want, that you are, and it comes with a different family, but you don't know what the family, you just know your race, right? Some people choose to be a black baby. A black baby may be, I'm going to sell snacks at school. Some people choose to be an Indian baby. That may be, I'm going to start dealing drugs. Some people choose to be a white baby. And that may be, I'm going to go online and start doing crypto scams. You know what I mean? Like, it depends on, with rebirth, you've already hit rock bottom. You're getting reborn, right? You have different opportunities that you see only because you reached failure. So, just because things are going bad now, doesn't mean that you totally give up on yourself and get rid of that mindset. You don't necessarily have to think things are going to get better, guys. You don't have to be a total optimist, but you have to be optimistic enough to the point where you know that this isn't necessarily the end-all be-all. You know what I mean? You're not totally finished. You're not totally done for. You still have a solid opportunity. So rather than fearing death, rather than fearing failure, rather than fearing hitting rock bottom, you embrace it. You know what I mean? And actually on my story, it also says in the bottom here, right there, the timer for my birthday. And I didn't call it my birthday, I just named it the end, because it's kind of the end of childhood, kind of, in a way. Well, it is. I mean, I'm a legal adult now, but in a way, it points to the end of the tutorial, basically. I mean, this is all in my senior speech that I hopefully want to do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have the opportunity to do it because I'm not valedictorian, and I'm not gonna get there. At least not in this lifetime. But I have a senior speech, and I'm probably gonna post a different video on it, because I think it's a pretty decent speech. You know what I mean? It's a pretty decent way of wording things. And I think I dropped a little bit of wisdom in there. But relating to my age of being certified UNC status, aka legal adult, I named the countdown the end because it's kind of the end of them showing me how to dribble the ball and giving the ball to me, and I have to dribble and make it a shot. You know what I mean? Once again, I have a way better analogy, like, in my senior speech. But yeah, it's it points to the end of people caring. Points to the end of me having to wait on something, because now I could just do it myself. If I'm like, guys, please, I want to shoot a firearm, they're not gonna. I don't have to beg to co-sign my waiver to shoot a firearm, bro. I just go to the range myself, sign it myself. You know what I mean? If I wanted to vote, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, guys, you should vote for Donald Trump. I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump. Guys, you should vote for Kamala Harris. I'm gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Guys, you should vote for Bartholomew Batman the Third. I'm gonna vote for myself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I think that's it. So rather than fearing death and the consequences that may come with it, embrace it. And if you want to think about it on a more literal level, if you're a good person, you shouldn't, and you follow whatever religion that you believe in. If you don't believe in religion, if you live to the best of your ability, I don't think you should fear death. Death is just if you believe in religion, death is just a buffering point. I know some people believe in purgatory. Some people believe that they'll instantly go to heaven or hell. Some people believe that there's going to be a waiting room in the grave, and depending on how much of a good boy and bad boy you are, is gonna shift your environment of what that waiting room is gonna be like. Um, if you're a good person, don't fear death. Rather embrace it. If you're a bad person, get to the point where you don't fear death and embrace it. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like you're going to hell, either adjust your life so you don't go to hell, or I don't know, embrace internal damnation. Like, is that really an option? You know what I mean? Like, boom, you don't have, at least for my mindset, um, you don't have an option to fail. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fail. You know what I mean? Like, for example, JRTC drill meet, I didn't have an option to say I don't want to now. This is also my video on I forgot what the video is called. Hold on, let me search it up. Is it paused? It's not paused. This is also my video, you cannot fail, because you don't have an option to fail. Failure is not an option, you know what I mean? Um if you fail, you fail everyone that you knew, everyone that you ever associated yourself with, everyone that is on the team that you're on. In JRTC drill me, I didn't have an option to say, guys, I quit. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't quit. Quitting wasn't an option. I either did it to the best of my ability, or I did it. But either way, I'm doing it. Like, I'm either doing it to the best of my ability, you know what I mean? Or I'm doing it. Just doing it. You know what I mean? Like, this it's just something you gotta do. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Like, subscribe, please subscribe. No, please view this video 100 times. I need my views up. It gives me dopamine, and I'm Diamond One.